The Saints season opener is now less than 3 weeks away, and there are still questions on offense. But in Green Bay, Tyrann Mathieu and the defense was good enough that expectations are now rising a little bit. Last month, the Caesars Sportsbook had the over-under on Saints wins at 8. Now, Las Vegas puts a win total on every team. The Texans, for instance, are at 4.5 wins, so you bet whether or not you think the team will win more than that. The Bucs and the Bills are at 11.5. Those are the lows and the highs in the NFL. The Saints right in the middle, but rising in the last few days from 8 to 8.5, meaning Las Vegas believes a little bit more in the Saints after the trip to Green Bay. Now, the reason that number isn't higher is because nationally there's a lack of confidence in Jameis Winston and new coach Dennis Allen. That's the coach and the quarterback. Two things primarily kept the Saints from being a playoff team last year. A crazy series of injuries, especially to Jameis and the offensive line, and a lack of top-end weapons in the passing game. So that's where we start our 4 takeaways from Green Bay. At number 4, Cesar Ruiz and Trevor Penning took positive steps forward this week. Ruiz was actually the only starter on the offensive line to start all 17 games last season, but he did not have a great season. We have seen improvement from Ruiz all training camp, and that continued in Green Bay. And Trevor Penning, who likely won't start the season opener, also made positive strides this week. Keeping this group healthy is a huge key to 2022 Saints success, but also getting these guys better is huge, and they did get better in Green Bay. At number 3, same theme, Chris Olave was terrific in Green Bay. He had been dominant in the practices during the week, and then he got into the end zone on Friday. Olave is silky smooth. He does not play like a rookie. And Mike Thomas is now dealing with a hamstring injury, although a source tells our Saints analyst Nick Underhill that it's not anything serious. But even if you take Mike Thomas out of the equation, Olave and Jarvis Landry, who is also quietly having a terrific camp, just this pair elevate the wide receiver room enormously. At number 2, finding a reliable kicker was a crazy problem all of last season. It was not in Green Bay. Will Lutz ripped a 59-yarder to end the first quarter, and that emphatically announced that Lutz is back. And I don't think TV does the velocity of that kick justice. Aaron Judge leads the major leagues in home runs by a dozen. He's a 6'7" monster who also leads baseball in exit velocity. Friday night, that Will Lutz kick exploded off his foot like a 110-mile-per-hour Aaron Judge bomb. It went 59 yards in a flash. Will Lutz looks completely back, and that is gigantic. And at number 1, the number 1 reason you should be optimistic about this team, the Saints' defense was dominant in the Green Bay practices. Packers coach Matt LaFleur said the Saints have stars at every level, and they do. To me, Marshawn Lattimore and the secondary were the big stars in Wisconsin, and this 5 have a chance to be among the best in the NFL. The defense is why that expectation in Las Vegas rose a little bit this week, and it's why confidence is now growing in the Saints locker room. And that is my number 1 takeaway from an eventful trip to Green Bay.